One of the biggest complaints you hear about Airbnb is that the cleaning fee is too expensive. We hear this from both homeowners and guests, so today we're tackling that exact topic. My name is Sean, and together with our team at Hometime, we manage Australia's biggest collection of short-term rental properties. Humans are interesting creatures and not always overly logical. Let's look at how someone advertises something on Facebook. You might want $100 for a sculpture, so you put it on Facebook Marketplace at $120. Someone comes along and they see value at $100, what you originally thought it would sell for, so they offer you $80. We then do that little song and dance. Oh no, I wouldn't take 80. Oh, would you take 100? Yeah, sure. And we arrive at some middle field. Every single time that dance occurs, and it's essentially about creating those win-win outcomes that both parties walk away from the deal feeling like they had a win. And this is the exact philosophy we need to use when displaying the Airbnb cleaning fee to the guests in order to secure bookings. To give you an example, let's say there's 3 identical Airbnb properties and you're looking at booking it for 5 nights. Property A advertises for $2,500 for that booking and essentially doesn't charge a cleaning fee, just charges $500 per night for that property. Property B charges $300 per night, but a $1,000 cleaning fee gets added on top. Property C charges $450 per night and a $250 cleaning fee. Which property would you book? All 3 properties are advertising the same total price, but how they go about displaying that information to the guest does vary from one to the other. You'll have one property advertising no cleaning rate at all, another one advertising a cleaning rate that feels exorbitant, and then a third one advertising a slightly cheaper nightly rate and what seems like a very reasonable cleaning rate. So it's important to keep in mind that guests are both looking at the total price of the booking, but then they're looking at the breakdown, which really comes into optics, as they are spending the same amount on each of the properties, but it does play its hand to that Facebook Marketplace example of making people feel like they're having a win and paying a reasonable price. Now, the exact amount you should be charging your guests as the Airbnb cleaning fee very much comes back to, like I said, optics and looking around at what the average is charging in your market. Now, if the average is charging $500 for a 2-bedroom property, maybe you want to come in at $450. If the average is only charging a $50 cleaning fee, maybe you want to keep with that average and just have that $50 cleaning fee in there just to be in line with the rest of the market. Now, we've done lots of research on this across the Australian market as a total. We've experimented with charging no cleaning fee at all. We've experimented with charging the actual cost to clean. And then we've arrived, like that example, at cleaning fee C. So we're charging what appears to be a reasonable amount and then having the rest of the cleaning fee actually come out of the nightly rate. You might be wondering, but what about the actual cost of cleaning that's charged to the homeowner? So essentially this is separate to what the Airbnb cleaning rate is displayed. So the cleaning rate on Airbnb, like I say, it's an optics game. It's there to attract bookings and to make sure we're not discouraging anyone from booking your property. Then the actual cleaning rates that's charged to the owner reflects what it actually costs us to clean properties. And that comes into 3 factors. We've got the actual labour component, the linen component, and then the consumables component. Think about toilet paper, dishwashing liquid, soaps, shampoos, that sort of thing. So those are the 3 key elements that come into what we charge as a cleaning fee. To jump deeper into this and firstly look at the labour costs, we need to consider that the cleaner needs to go pick up the linen from a location, drive to the property, unpack all their cleaning equipment, go in, clean the property, which always takes longer than you expect. Then once the property's clean, they need to pack up all the dirty linen, pack up the equipment, put it back in the car, and then drop that dirty linen at the laundromat. So it is a quite time-consuming process, the labour side of it. The other factor on the labour side is it's not like you're employing Sally from down the road and paying her $30 cash to come in and clean your home. To do it properly, we need to factor things in like award rates, penalty rates on weekends and public holidays, superannuation and work cover. And very quickly, once you stack them on top of the minimum wage, it isn't cheap to hire a cleaner to come out and professionally clean a property and actually do it legally. The second factor is professionally laundered linen. Linen at a glance doesn't seem that expensive when you get it professionally laundered at a laundromat. But when you actually look at each individual item and how many items go into just making a bed, you start to understand the expense. So to look at like a queen bed, you've got a fitted sheet on the bottom, a flat sheet, a quilt cover, and then 4 pillowcases. And this really starts to add up and does become quite a part of the expense when you're looking at the cleaning costs of cleaning a property. The third and final element is your consumables. So this is your toilet paper, your dishwashing liquids, your soaps, your shampoos. Once again, at a glance, these items aren't that expensive, but when you're looking at 50-60 cents a toilet roll and you're needing to put 3 or 4 per bathroom, suddenly you're spending $5-6 on toilet paper before you even look at your consumables like soaps and shampoos. So all of this goes into building up the cleaning fee and the actual costs associated. So how do you balance out the costs associated with actually cleaning the property and what's charged to the guests through the cleaning fee on platforms like Airbnb? Like I said earlier, it all comes back to optics. You really want the cleaning fee advertised to the guests to seem really reasonable, so it's not a reason they don't book the property. And then we're building the rest of the fee into the nightly rate so that people are more likely to book that property and it's not turning them off. At the end of the day, hosting properties is part art, part science. And it's really finding that balancing act between sort of human psychology and making sure that we're getting you the best possible returns. If you want to learn more about Home Time and the services we provide, reach out to the team. We'd love to discuss how we can maximize your returns in the short-term rental space.